Welcome back. So, check this out. This is episode 12.
12?
12.
Hey.
Thanks for the support, the
Word.
commenting, the likes, all of that. People sending us messages on Instagram. It's a dope thing.
Yo, y'all better get with it because we gonna be big soon. Just to let y'all know. We gonna be popping in a minute.
Went from 65 to 67 subscribers. Since the last video.
So we almost at our 100 peak. We getting there.
And what did I say I was gonna do?
Don't hold it to me, but I'm pretty sure that you said you was gonna send somebody $100
when we get to 100 subscribers.
So when we get that close, we'll let y'all know the details and how to win and all of that other stuff. But yeah, once we get 100, we're gonna start. You know, what I mean, that's gonna be our thank you to one of our fans.
Oh yeah,
$100. And as we get bigger, we'll just start giving out, different prizes and stuff like that. Prizes. You know what I mean?
Might give out some kicks or something. I don't know.
You know what I mean?
I don't know.
You know how we do. We always thinking of something. But thank you guys for all of your time devoted to us. I need y'all to like, comment, continue to subscribe, share it, please. Share, because we only gonna get big by word of mouth. And it's just me and him.
Oh yeah,
and our manager. She just don't know she's our manager. But yeah, it's just us right now. We grinding, so we need y'all help, man. But thank y'all for all 67 people that subscribe. I need everybody to go and share these joints with everybody, yo. We do this.
So let's get straight into it. Like I said, this is episode 12. This one is gonna be funny, right?
Yeah, this joint is to help y'all, man. This to help y'all. Both of us coming from not so bright backgrounds, but we've learned things growing up. You know what I mean? I actually became good friends with this dude because he kind of showed me how to maneuver in the workplace. And this is, we gonna call this what?
This is the Street Dudes guide to the workplace.
It sounds funny, but it's gonna be kind of an enlightenment to y'all.
We was gonna call it something else, but we
gonna keep it gutter, yo. We not losing our edge. Get out of here.
So this is top 5.
Top 5 ideas we came up with.
Yep. So number 1, right? The streets don't apply to the workplace
at all, B. Listen, y'all gotta kill that narrative. Y'all have to kill that narrative that whatever you learned in the streets before you got into a corporate place, you gotta kill a narrative. Your whole mindset has to completely change.
You can't go into an interview in hoodies and and the saggy jeans and stuff like that. You just we gotta get with it.
I had to learn that at a young age because actually when I first started working at City, what happened was I applied for it. It told me that it was a warehouse job.
Yeah.
So in my head, I'm like, it's a warehouse job. They probably wear sweats and blah, blah, blah. So I got my interview. Then I go into my interview with a hoodie on, some jeans. And I mean, and Justin interviewed
I remember him.
Justin interviewed me and he started talking to me, and midway through our interview, he stopped me and he was like, honestly, you didn't answer every question that I had that I was going to ask you before I even got to the questions. The crazy thing is, seeing you, I would have never thought that you was that intelligent. And I didn't know how to take it. I was like...
Because he kept it so real.
Yeah, Justin always... If you know Justin from City, you know he always keep it real.
Keep it real.
And I was just meeting him, so I didn't know. But I was like, fam, is he insulting? Yeah, I'm like, is money insulting me? I'm like, is he calling me dumb because I'm black or what's this? But after some time, I just got to know that that's who Justin was. You know what I mean? But he was like, you answered every question that I had planned for you and everything. We don't even need to go no further. But he said, your appearance is what threw me off. You don't look like you want this job. And I was like... I thought it was like a warehouse job, so I didn't even think about nothing. And he was like, listen, I don't care if you going for a janitor's job. You got to show them that you want the job. You know what I mean? Now, that was just me being a nigga. Like I was just on my street stuff, you know what I mean? And I'm just I'm gonna go in there, I'm gonna get it because this is who I am. I know I'm smart, blah blah blah. But he is like, nah, the moment that you opened your mouth, I realized how intelligent you was.
Yeah.
So if you put me being intelligent with me coming in that drink with a suit on or something like that, I probably wouldn't even had the interview for real. Like it would have just been, oh fam, you got the job. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, so that's what I mean when I say you gotta kill that.
And
that
what
narrative.
he also meant about that, like, just because you dress like that don't mean you dumb.
Right.
But what he's saying is, like, when you come into a job interview or whatever, just be prepared.
Have to.
Because I know I had the same interview with him later, and I'm like, shit, I'm at work, so I'm going like that. This, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And he was like, what are you doing? I'm in the interview, but just be prepared. And if you don't know what to wear to an interview, it's all kind of like websites, YouTube, all kind of stuff to see what you can wear to an interview. It down to the, like, you should wear solid colors, all kind of stuff, and get your right size, bro. Get your right size.
Yeah, you don't want to be uncomfortable in that joint, especially if you like.
You can't wear saggy dress pants.
No, you can't. Especially if you're not comfortable talking in front of people. Yeah, you're gonna start sweating and getting all like it's just not a good thing. So just plan accordingly. You know what I mean? And that's just a little part, but. Yeah, man, whatever you learned in the streets, it don't apply to a corporate world. Exactly. Like, you're not going to make it like that. And we are the furthest thing from racist, but us as black men, like, we already at a loss. Like, we already fighting our way up from being down. So you just got to come prepared on everything.
So, number 2, change the perception, right? So when you come in here, right? Say you did come in as a hoodie. Well, we can use you as an example, right? You came in the hoodie and whatever, and, people already had that perception of you.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? Just get in there, and I get it. You're a street dude. You can still be a street dude.
Yeah.
In the streets.
Right.
But get in there and really show them what you can do. You know what I'm saying?
And you can do that with integrity too. You don't have to completely lose who you are.
You don't have to sell your soul.
You don't have to do none of that. You know what I mean? You can make people respect you. You know what I mean? You can be respected around there, but you know they say the first impression is the best impression. Yep. So therefore, if you know that you come from a gritty background, you know what I mean, you're gonna have to go in there with a different mindset.
Yeah, they gonna look at you for your walk.
You have to, everything that you do, is gonna be looked upon. You know what I mean? Because you know where you came from, but if you go in there with the perception as, oh, I'm just gonna be who I am, I can almost guarantee you that you're not gonna make it long.
You won't make it, you get fired, you won't move up the ladder, all that stuff will happen.
But you get, again, don't lose your integrity.
Yeah,
like, don't lose who you are just to keep a job. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to do that. So definitely change the perception.
Yeah. I skipped over one. Entitlement.
Yeah, that's number 3.
So my favorite name to use right now is Jerome. Jerome, don't go in there and they about to talk about raises, right? And they just hit you with, hey, this year you're not getting a raise. What the fuck? Huh? Motherfucking Sally Mae out there just got a fucking raise, you motherfucker. Like, you gotta chill out.
Yeah, you gotta chill out. You gotta relax on the inside.
Or even positions.
Yeah, that too.
Don't feel like you automatically should get a position because you feel like you capable of doing it.
Yeah, and I've been like, when I was working at the hospital, they let me sit in on an interview because I pretty much was like running it. And they was like, well, he's gonna be working with you, so you got to sit in on an interview and tell us what you think about it. Is he gonna be a good fit? Now, this was an older guy from New York. I guess he traveled a lot. He had lost his kids and lost his wife and all this other stuff.
Damn.
Yeah, it was bad. But the first part of his story was genuine. You can tell because it was about his family. But then he got to how many jobs he worked at, right? And we was just like soon as he started talking, I'm like, oh, this dude feel entitled because he been through stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
and I had said in the interview like that too.
And I'm just like fam, we all, like, everybody's been through something, but you're not entitled. And his entitlement caused him to lose the job. See, now he didn't think that's what we were getting from it. But after the interview, me and the HR lady went and talked, and I was like, did he seem a little bit entitled to you? So, she was like, yeah, I was thinking that 100% thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
He seemed entitled to you, or he seemed entitled. And that's why he was quitting jobs. You know what I mean? Because he just didn't think that he was getting what he should have got. And it's like, fam, you've only been here for a year. You got people that's been here for 20 years.
Exactly.
10 years, you know what I mean? Like, they know what they doing. Like, you got to get your feet wet before you just jump to other places.
Yeah. And then, too, don't automatically think, like, you might have been doing some things in the street, right, that was getting you some quick, fast money, right? So don't think you're going to go into a position or a job and be like, yeah, boom, $25, $26 an hour.
Nah, man, you gotta work for that.
It's going to be slow.
You have to work for that, man. Like, you just cannot go into things feeling entitled.
Exactly. And that's just not a street dude thing. It's an everybody thing. It's an everybody thing. So get that together and be humble. Especially don't go on them, go on the interview. Yo, son. Yeah, B.
You can't
What
do
up?
it.
What up? Yeah.
Trying to dap them up and
then
stuff.
they be like, so why you wanna work here? The money. The money, dude.
Listen, all of this information is just to help y'all, man. We're trying to help y'all. Because like I said, when I first met him, now knowing his background after me and him got to know each other, like I seen that, like he's been he a manager right now. And he's been a leader. He's been over me since I can remember, since we've worked together. And I'm just like, yo, how this dude from the streets like managed to do this, but he don't act the same way. I've seen the workplace Uzziah, and I've seen the Uzziah that can be out in the streets. You know what I mean? Like, so he knows how to balance it out. Yeah, you definitely. It has to be some type of balance, you know what I mean? Like, because you just can't move the same way as you would move in the streets, which is going into our next topic, which is think before you act.
Yes. You can't be spazzing out. You gotta think about, you might have kids, you might have a wife, you might have a family, a house. Just acting on your emotions could get you fired.
Fam, you have to. I've told everybody that I've ever been in a relationship with, or any of my friends or close family members or whatever, that's a rule in life, period. Think before you act. That goes so long, that goes so far, it can keep you out of so much trouble.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It can prevent future accidents happening. It can help your future.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, just take 5 seconds to think and stop. Stop and think and be like, hey, I wonder if I do this, what's the consequences going to be? You have to ask yourself, is the risk worth the reward in everything that you do?
Yeah.
You have to.
Peep this out. I was working somewhere, and the dude, they made you take out all your jewelry, all of that stuff, right? And it was the littlest thing that he could have did to just, it turned and spiraled into something completely different. They was like, hey, you got to take this off and this off and this off to, go back there. They go, what?
Yeah.
I ain't taking off none of my shit, homie.
Yeah,
and then the security like, hey.
Yeah.
Whoa. So you won't believe it, but this ended up, somebody got hit, right? So when you act and, sound outside, my bad. But so when you act on just your emotions, and now he hit this person, and now this on his record. So he was trying to do good. Now you got violence on your record, and then now it's gonna be even harder to get a job.
Yeah.
So just little stuff like that.
Again, this is changing the mindset, though. This is from the very first thing. Was what you do out in the streets, you cannot do in the corporate world.
Not the same.
And you can do it with integrity. There's other ways to do stuff. You know what I mean? Like, listen, I know a lot of us don't want to do certain things that we have to do. Shoot, Me and you have a problem just waking up, going to work right now. Like we want to call off every day.
Yeah.
But you have to do what you have to do what you got to do until you have your own business.
Yeah.
When you have your own business and your own establishment, you can run that joint like you want to run it.
Yep.
If you working under somebody else, fam, it's just like when you was growing up and your mom like, you can't get no tattoos or you can't get your ears pierced because you under my roof. As long as you under my roof, you gonna abide by my rules. Exactly. It's the same thing in the corporate world. So, applying what you learned as a kid as you grow up with your natural growth. Exactly. It shouldn't really be an issue, but y'all got to change your mindset.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
So it's this dude, his name is Gary V. He's an entrepreneur, right? He tells people all the time, you got to eat shit to live like a king. Sometimes you gotta, and I hope you get what I'm saying, not literally eat shit, because I didn't talk to people and they eat shit. That's not.
Like, so wait, you telling me I gotta go home?
Yeah, eat a shit sandwich. Not what that means, okay? It means that you have to go through the rough times to get to the top or to get where you're going. You gotta do what you have to be able to do whatever you want to. Mm-hmm. So just keep that in mind. Even starting businesses and all of that, like people think they're just gonna get rich and whatever. Eat shit to live like a king or queen. And
again, another thing that I heard is it takes a village to raise a kid.
That's true.
Listen, you're gonna need help at one point in your life with everything that you do. You cannot do anything in this lifetime on your own.
Yeah.
So you have to also pick out who's good for you and who's not good for you in the corporate world, because going a long way like that's also something else that will go a long way. Because I know people right now that I have in my book in my phone that I can call right now if I need a reference, if I needed a job, you know what I mean, if I need somebody to help me start something.
Don't burn bridges.
Like, yeah, you cannot burn your bridges, B, because at some point in time you're going to need help. You know what I mean? And some people just have better experiences in life than you have.
Even if it's helping with a resume,
it don't matter. Like people, some people you just need, but you gotta also, just like in the streets, you gotta see who's for you and who's not for you, and start eliminating those people. It's the same thing in the workplace. You just gotta go about it a different way. It's all about changing your mindset. Like you gotta play the game too. And again, we think like this because, like I said, I'm a black kid from the ghetto. Like every city that I've ever lived in has always been in the ghetto. I'm from the south side of Syracuse, New York. You know what I mean? Like, so don't nobody see me as shit. Yep. Like they like, oh, he just a ghetto kid. Like until I start speaking, then they're like, oh, this kid is intelligent. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like it's a mindset. I still apply everything that I learned in the streets and everything that my cousins and my family, I apply all of that to the workplace. Yeah. You know, I just do it in a different manner. You know what I mean? I just play the game how it's supposed to be played. That's all it is.
I always say that.
But but can't nobody tell me like I changed. Nobody can say that. Like if you interviewed anybody in the workplace that I've ever worked with, they'd be like, nah, Trenton was the same from day one.
And you know what? If a person do say you change, well, shit, I can't say the same.
Word.
Period.
That's true too.
You know what I'm saying?
I guess as you get older, you know what I mean, that natural
you
growth.
Can't be the same 16-year-old and you 29, whatever. It just don't work.
That was gonna be that's gonna be another topic too about changing.
Oh yeah,
relationships. Let's do that. And stuff. We got that.
Oh yeah.
And wait then the last one we got on here is, I think it's one of the main things that get us in trouble, like because
this is
we normally act without thinking on this one.
Yeah.
What do you do when you come across a snitch at work?
Yeah. The first thing a motherfucker want to do, motherfucker,
you already know.
What?
You already know what they want to do, fam.
This is not prison.
Especially when they know who snitched.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I
mean?
mean?
It's probably easy to figure out sometimes, people talking or whatever. In my experiences, like we spoke on, think before you act. Think before you act, and then 2, like just chill out, because that's gonna it's gonna get you in trouble. I know in the streets people don't like snitches and whatever.
I was about to say that.
In the streets people don't like snitches, but these people are not raised where you are raised. They're not raised in the same environment.
They listen. Most of the time, 97% of the people that you work with didn't come from a background like you. You know what I mean? I can almost guarantee it is very, very rare when you meet somebody that you can just attract to, like me and him. Like, that just happened. It is just something that happened naturally, and we've been best friends ever since. You know what I mean? But it's very rare that somebody knows your background and where you came from. I don't care. They don't necessarily have to be racist, but they don't know what you've been through. Exactly. Trust me when I tell you that. So out in the streets, we already know.
You deal with it.
Snitches get stitches. So your man snitch on you for something and you gotta sit down for a minute. You already know somebody else. You can get somebody outside to take care of that problem, or when you get out, you go take care of the problem. That's the rules of the streets. It's law. It's law. That's what we learned growing up. And
even your mom in a way.
Oh no, for a fact.
Hey, stop tattletelling.
All the time. I have. It's 6 of us. I have 4 brothers. I think. David Torrey. Okay. I got 4 brothers, right? So it was a lot of testosterone in my household. Still is in my family. And one thing I can say about all of us, we never was snitches. Like, we always tried to handle our issues, whether it was fighting or, you know what I mean, handling it behind the scenes, whatever the case was. I'm sure my mom would be one to tell y'all, like, oh yeah, they wasn't really tattletales like that. Like, they didn't do that. But again, that's how we was raised. We was raised to not snitch. We was raised to not tell on each other and stuff like that. In the workplace, the crazy part about it is people will snitch on you and they'll tell you.
Because they don't think nothing of it.
You know, once you get into those 4 walls of a corporate building, people feel like Superman. They feel like they can talk to you any kind of way. They feel like they can treat you any kind of way. Especially if you put somebody in power that's never been in power.
They've been waiting.
Or they quote unquote losers outside. That's a bad situation. I've seen it happen, and it's happening at work now. You know what I mean? Like, you just don't know how to manage people. You know what I mean?
And it's definitely the way you talk to people. This is one of the few things that you can apply to from the streets and whatever to the workplace. If you do this, we talk about this all the time. We're not scared of nobody,
at all.
I know I can get popped off. Or, you know what I'm saying? You never know what a person is dealing with day by day and all of that kind of stuff. So I'm always polite. I come to a person, hey, can you do me a favor? I need this done. Blah, blah, blah. And you hit a person with that, you never get a no. Who gonna tell you no if you came up to him politely and was like, hey, I need you to do me a favor?
Nah, you're right though.
You know?
Because I would rather, if you came up to me like, yo, I got something that I need you to do, you know what I mean? Like, out here when you get finished, just come see me, blah, blah, blah. Rather than, yo, after you get done, go do this. You know what I mean?
You so now do it now.
Now I got an attitude. You know what I mean? Now I'm taking it, so it's definitely how you talk to people.
Respect
you know
everybody.
And I would say, if you know how to handle any type of issues in the workplace, like if you know how to talk to people, I would suggest going to the person that you suppose it is or that you know it is, and trying to resolve it before you take it to management and stuff.
Yes, because that also could look bad.
Because everybody in the workplace we're all adults. You know what I mean? We should be able to handle stuff like adults. Like, you don't have to completely run to somebody and tell on me. Like just if you got an issue with me, come tell me.
And you know the way you can do that too. Like so OSHA regulation is that forklifts should always be put fully to the ground, because y'all know they can lift up and down if you know. So you see somebody, they keep it up. All you got to do is, keep a lookout for that, bro, because that's a that's an OSHA violation. Somebody get tripped or whatever. I'm just telling you for you. You know what I'm saying? It ain't got to be like, hey, stupid. That's
simple. Or instead of going, if you're going to them, you know what I mean? If you see that, You don't have to go to management and say, yo, well, he keep leaving the forks up. Like, fam, maybe I'm just like too caught in work and I'm just not paying attention. Like, I'm not intentionally doing this. You know what I mean? Now, if somebody doing something 10 times over, then it's like, all right, now I gotta say something.
Yeah.
But again, even dealing with these people, you have to talk. You have to think before you act when you're dealing with these snitches.
Just try to translate your street code into just a
corporate mode. That's what you got to do.
Polite, whatever. You know, just think about it, because you could ruin yourself. You could ruin your career. You know, I've seen it happen before. So
on numerous occasions.
Yeah. I wait. What was that, number 5?
Yeah, that's.
I do got a few bonuses though, right? And I'm gonna leave it at that.
If y'all don't listen to nothing else, I gotta listen to these bonuses.
Yeah, so I got a few bonuses, right? And these are the normal ones. It's okay to support each other. So if he got a problem that he ain't never ran into, he can ask me how to deal with it. And if he got a problem that, you know, or if I got a problem that I ain't never dealt with, maybe he dealt with, I come to him for advice or whatever.
Right.
2, take constructive criticism.
Yeah.
Listen, just
take
it.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Yeah, just don't always pop off like, huh?
Yeah.
Fuck you mean? You know,
that's a big one. Yeah, you got to be open minded with a lot of things.
Do.
You have to be open minded.
Listen, and you street dudes, don't be packing the shanks and don't try to solicit drugs at work. That's a big no-no.
Yeah, it's not a good thing, man.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to help you get through the work.
Get through life.
We can make it in this world too, man.
Yeah.
You just got to change your mindset a little bit, man. That's all I'm saying.
Just look at Master P's life.
Word.
So, just take a look at that. This is episode
12.
12. Yeah. I couldn't do it with my fingers.
Episode 12. I'm hungry. I gotta go eat something.
Oh yeah, go get something to eat. We'll see y'all next time. Like, subscribe, share, all of that. Peace.
Bang bang.